Do you want to go to an absolutely stunning Greek island but avoid the crowds? Well, you're in luck because I'm going to tell you all about the hidden gem Greek island of Corfu. At the northern side of the Ionian Sea, this charming island carries a rich historic past with influences from the Venetian, French, and English cultures that shape the island's unique architecture. Its picturesque towns, mansions, palaces, gorgeous beaches, and beautiful lush green landscape make Corfu a top destination in western Greece. I was absolutely blown away by the beautiful island, and I will tell you about the top 5 places that you need to check out. And this is one of my many travel guides with many more coming up, so hit and like and subscribe so you don't miss out on weekly travel guides. Corfu is steeped in mythology, and Palaiokastritsa is said to be the place where Odysseus disembarked and met Nausicaa for the first time, and what a place to have a first time meeting. Palaiokastritsa, which lies in the northwest of the island, is undoubtedly one of the most recognizable areas of Corfu, standing out with its crystal and somewhat chilly waters, a rocky coast, and beautiful bays. The beauty of the landscape is unmatched, with the rocky Mediterranean mountains filled with lush green vegetation that cascades into the absolutely gorgeous Mediterranean waters that are a mixture of eye-catching blue, turquoise, and green. The town contains 2 peninsulas and 6 small bays, and despite being very popular, the tourism hasn't infringed upon its natural beauty in any way, and you have many beautiful beaches to choose from. Within the town of Palaiokastritsa, perched high atop a promontory offering sweeping sea views and a museum, lies the monastery of Palaiokastritsa, a monastery complex dedicated to Panagia, the Virgin Mary, that dates back to 1228 AD. Access to this monastery is by the way of a steep, narrow road that starts from the main beach and winds its way through lush green groves of tall cypress and olive trees. Pedestrians and vehicles share the road, so caution should be taken. The dress code is expected to be modest. Bare shoulders and bare legs should be covered. If you aren't prepared, don't worry, as you can cover up at the entrance for around €2. There are some hiking trails also that you can take from the monastery, which goes along the cliff face with absolutely gorgeous, beautiful views of the ocean. Overall, I rate Palaiokastritsa a 9.75 out of 10. Seeing this indescribably colored water from the town, hugged by the masterpiece of rock formations, is a core memory for me. On top of that, the monastery is really cool and the views are absolutely insane. I recommend at least a half day here, but you could spend a full day and it'd be a nice place to stay overnight. "11 kilometers or 7 miles north of the monastery stands Angelokastro, one of the most important Byzantine castles in Greece. It sits atop of a rock formation on a steep slope that is 305 meters or 1,000 feet above sea level, which makes it the highest peak on the island's shoreline. It's a beautiful semi-ruined castle that's great to explore and walk through the remains and enjoy an incredible panoramic view of the coastline. The road that leads to the castle passes through a village of Krini and is narrow with several sharp turns, so be careful. Below the fort there is a small parking area that fills up quickly, a cafeteria, and a tourist shop. From there you can continue on foot following the path with stairs that leads to the top of the castle. It costs about €3 per adult. It's a fun place to explore and enjoy the views, and after here you can find a nice place to watch the sunset, although the castle closes right before sunset, so be warned. I give Angelokastro Castle an 8.5 out of 10. It's a super cool castle with great views and is an interesting piece of history. I recommend spending an hour or so here. It's a nice place to check out after you've finished with Palaiokastritsa and want to kill some time before sunset. Kassiopi, which is 35 kilometers or 22 miles north of the main city, is the largest fishing village on the affluent northeast coast and is one of the most popular tourist destinations there. Kassiopi is a bustling small town set around a scenic harbor and overlooked by the remains of a Byzantine castle, and still retains its old charm as an old fishing village. There are several small beaches within a 10-minute walk of the harbor at the tip of the headland, which contains the oldest part of the town. The most famous is Bataria Beach, reached by a pleasant shaded footpath. This pebble beach has bright turquoise water and is the busiest in the area. There are also several smaller beaches close by, including Pipitos and Kononi as well. It's a really pleasant town to check out, and overall I give Kassiopi an 8.75 out of 10. It's an incredibly charming little village, has some old ruins and really nice beaches close by. I recommend spending a couple hours here if you're driving through, although some enjoy spending the night here. The village of Sidari, which is 32 kilometers or 20 miles north from the main city, is known as one of the best tourist resorts. The village is surrounded by a charming landscape full of lush green forest. Nearby to the west is the famous Channel of Love, an idyllic area with unique rock formations beautifully carved by the sea and wind that form a series of wonderful coves and canals. The rocks run in different shades of yellow and lots of greenery at the top. With beautiful crystalline waters, the Channel of Love is one of the most unique spots in Corfu. According to tradition, couples who swim through the narrow canal will get married soon, although some simply opt to toss a coin into its waters and make a wish for true love. It's also a great place to watch the sunset from if you have time. Overall, I rate Sidari a 9 out of 10 for its sheer beauty and uniqueness of landscapes from the rock formations and the beautiful water. If it happens to lead to me finding my future wife, I'll revise the score to a 10 though. And last but certainly not least is Cape Drastis, or Drastis, the northwesternmost point on the island. It is possibly the most unique part of the island and contains spectacularly sculpted white cliffs jutting out into the turquoise Ionian Sea. It's an enchanting, magnificent, unspoiled, and wild cape of natural scenery. It is the ideal place for relaxing, swimming, snorkeling, and cliff jumping, and also just witnessing its pure beauty. If you want to go by car, there's a narrow road from the Perolades village, which takes you to a spot above the beach where you can enjoy the view. From that point, it's not possible to go down to the cliffs as they are vertical and the slopes slope straight down to the sea. But you can hike down to a road to reach a beach at the bottom of the cliffs, and you can also rent a boat to take you to the cape. You can access it only when the weather conditions are good, so make sure to check that. Cape Drastis is one of the most magical places that you must visit. Watching the sunset here is an absolute must when in Corfu and something you won't soon forget. I give Cape Drastis a 9.9 out of 10, and that is my highest ranking so far. I've seen quite a lot of beautiful nature, and this matches up with anything I've ever seen. Well, that wraps it up for this video. Thanks for watching. Corfu was a mind-blowing experience for me, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. The incredible towns, the indescribably beautiful and unique nature, and incredible history and culture leave a strong impression on you. This is a place that you have to add to your list and is unfairly overlooked by its more famous Greek island peers. I'm releasing a travel guide and travel related content weekly, so make sure you like and subscribe for more so you don't miss out. Thank you for watching again.